let's bring you some news from the districts now. A tragic road accident took place in Vellore today when 3 policemen accompanying an accused were killed near the Ambur area. The cops were on their way from E Road to Chennai with 7 others, including 2 accused, when it collided with a government bus heading to Dharmapuri. 2 other police officers and the remaining accused are at the government hospital receiving treatment for severe injuries. The case is being probed by the Ambur police.
நாங்கள் வண்டி தரம்பில் சென்னையிலேருந்து 9:10 எடுத்து நேராக வந்து ட்ரிப் எடுத்துகிட்டு வரும்போது ஆம்பூர்கிட்ட வரும்போது ஒரு போலீஸ் வண்டி வந்து ரேம்பை தாண்டி வந்து நேராக எங்கள் வண்டியில் வந்து அடிபட்டதில் 3 பிசி ஒரு அக்யூஸ்ட் வந்து 4 பேர் வந்துட்டாங்க. வண்டி வந்து அப்செட் ஆகி இந்த ரேம்புக்கு வந்து இந்த பக்கம் வந்து 7 பேர் மொத்தம் வண்டியில் வந்தவங்க 7 பேருங்க. அதில் எங்களுக்கு டிரைவர் கண்டக்டர் 2 பேர் கட்டிங்க, ஒரு பேசஞ்சர் கட்டிங்க.
Now, the long list of resolutions for the new year aside, many may be already making plans for attending the biggest bash in town and dance the night away. But all that with care and within a Cinderella hour, says the top cop in the city. Several restrictions and the announcement of a deadline of 1:30 a.m. for winding up the celebrations have been given out to the hotels. The city's hotel representatives have been asked to notify the Deputy Commissioner of Police about the special events planned in Chennai. Special certificates have to also be obtained for a stage construction, and surveillance cameras at vantage points have to be installed. Swimming pools have to be closed between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. that night. Basic security measures have been advised to ensure that the celebrations go incident-free. Foreign performing nationals will also be checked for necessary travel documents. Night patrolling will be on a high across the city during the celebrations.
Convened a meeting with the representatives of various hotels in the city which are going for celebrations on New Year's Eve, and about 100 of them attended. We've discussed with them what are the issues that need to be policed that night, and we've given them a set of instructions basically pertaining to security and parking, and we've given them a time limit of 1:30. We said they should wind up by 1:30, and other instructions like liquor should be served only in the bar, swimming pools should be kept closed, parking arrangements with some institutions nearby, it could be schools or office space or something like that. There should be no drugs, drunken brawls, no eve teasing. If there's anything, they should keep the police informed. We've also told them they should keep in touch with the local police station and also the local DC.
Well, at the same time, the city police has heaved some relief today looking at the crime graph this year. The year-end report has suggested that 2010 has seen a decline, which has been because of a steady decrease in the crime rate in the last 1 year. T. Rajendran added that almost 12,000 people involved in about 30,000 cases, those are criminal cases, have been tracked and monitored.
What we noticed this year is the crime graph has steadily come down starting from January. January was a bit steady, has been coming down. That is what we have noticed. This is maybe because now we've brought 1,200 criminals we've brought on record, involved in 30,000 cases. 1998 was 1,200 criminals we brought on record. 30,000 cases can go on. So systematically we're going after these people.
Now, contempt proceedings against the Commissioner of Police in Coimbatore has been stayed by the Madras High Court today. Earlier this month, a single judge had ordered the proceedings against Sailendra Babu for failing to comply with an order of the Madras High Court. It was earlier ordered that the officer suggest an alternative route for a rally organized by the RSS, but the Commissioner had rejected the plea of the group, considering the communally sensitive nature of Coimbatore city. In some more crime news, 2 people have been convicted for posing as freedom fighters to get a share of pension in 2001. P. Christopher, who posed as a freedom fighter, has been sentenced to 6 months of rigorous imprisonment and has been fined some 6,000 rupees in a case of cheating. The fellow accused, Benedict, passed away before the verdict could be reached. Moving to some national news now. In a reply letter to the Home Minister's mail, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, Buddhadev Bhattacharya, has said, and I quote, "Your assessment is surprising and far from impartial," unquote. P. Chidambaram had written asking Buddha to control the violence in the state and thus disarm and demobilize the armed cadres. Buddhadev, in his letter now, says that the Home Minister is not being impartial and that he strongly objects to the word Harmad, which is a term for left cadres used by the Trinamool. He also says that the Trinamool Congress has secret contacts with Maoist leaders and that outfits are now openly organizing meetings with them. In news from the capital, 2 days before the Sri Krishna report on the viability of creating a new state of Telangana is submitted to the Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh had held a high-level meeting today to discuss the fallout of the report. Just yesterday, Justice Sri Krishna had appealed for peace and expressed hope that the report would bring out a permanent solution. The issue of a separate Telangana to be carved out of Andhra Pradesh has resulted in an enormous political backlash, with political parties and leaders sharply divided on the issue. Staying with national news, an impact assessment review by the Tata Institute of Social Sciences, also known as TISS, has torn into the nuclear power plant being proposed at Jaitapur in the Konkan region. It has warned that the nuclear park, that requires about 968 hectares of land, spanning 5 villages, will be a social disaster. The report strongly criticizes the project, saying it will have a huge negative impact on the Konkan environment. The findings suggest the government subverted facts and called fertile agricultural land as barren. The report also says that the Jaitapur project is also sitting on a high to moderate severity earthquake zone. Meanwhile, as farmers' protests boil over in Ratnagiri, threatening to delay the Jaitapur nuclear park, a concerned Maharashtra government is dispatching a Congress committee led by the state Congress chief to review the situation. Local farmers and fishermen are protesting the 9,900 megawatt nuclear power park, planned as the largest in the world. Well, up ahead on the bulletin, the Centurion loss is history, but raise your glasses to the walk of victory at Durban today.